Hey, what's going on? It's Rich. We are back in the Tundra taking a little drive. So I thought, why not shoot a video going over the 5 reasons, the best reasons why people want to live right here in Phoenix, Arizona. Now, if you are returning, you know what this channel is. If it is your first time here, welcome. My name is Rich Brecklin, and I'm a real estate agent with eXp Realty, creating videos to show you, what it's like to call Phoenix, the Phoenix Metro, Arizona life home. We are transplants, like so many people who do live here. So I know what it's like to pick up my family and dog, all of our stuff, move 1,600 miles across the country, and the whole process of what it's like to relocate where absolutely no one. And a lot of my clients, they are doing the same thing. Matter of fact, there's around 250 people per day choosing to call the Phoenix metro area home. So let's get into it. My number one, and I think that it's really, I don't want to say everyone, but it's a lot of people's number one, is the weather. I don't know if you can see here in this video, but it is a little bit cloudy, but overall it is sunny, blue skies, it is beautiful out. Now as I shoot this, we are in November, it is around 80 degrees, absolutely gorgeous outside. So, I would not recommend moving here because of how amazing the July and August temperatures are, because I don't care how well you sugarcoat it, those are some hot days when seeing 110 miles an hour, or 110 miles an hour, come on, 110 degrees outside, that's common. It happens. But I would rather be in a sauna than in an icebox. But I'm not talking about moving here for those summer days. Yeah, the humidity is lower than when we're in Illinois, but I'm talking about those October through April into May. May starts heating up a little bit, but still it's tolerable. But those are the times, especially as we head into winter. Now that is why people want to live here. Instead of being stuck inside in the gray, rain, ice, and snow, where you're limited on what you can do, unless you absolutely love that. But that's why we get so many people, not moving here full time even, just your snowbirds, people who want to get away from that weather, choose to call Arizona home. We have so many, we'll start seeing so many out-of-state plates in the fall through the winter because people are escaping that awful weather, coming here where they can still enjoy their life outdoors and not be kept or confined inside because the weather is so awful. And that's true for us. And you do get rain, the monsoon season, but I think the locals, they really appreciate it. When we moved here and we got hit with the rain, I'm like, I thought we weren't gonna get rain. Yeah, I know rain's important, and obviously you need it because Arizona does have its, the water issues, and you need water to live, obviously. But it, you don't have to necessarily, I don't even look at the weather before I do anything. If it's in July, I know it's gonna be hot. And most likely rain is not going to ruin my day. But the weather, I think it's almost everyone's number one reason why they call Phoenix, Arizona home. Number 2 is the location. So the location, meaning within a few hours, you can be at the beach or you can be up in the forest. When we were moving here, so many people are like, aren't you gonna miss the snow? You're gonna miss the seasons. I do like the snow for like a day or two. And when we find ourselves missing it, well, we'll drive up to Flagstaff and you can have all the snow you want. But you're also within driving distance to Las Vegas, or an hour flight. I think it's a 6-hour or so drive to San Diego, and you can head to LA if you want. That's a little bit longer, but Rocky Point, Mexico is a super popular trip for people who live here. Head down there, go to the beach, resort town. But yeah, the location of living, right here in the Southwest, the things you have in driving distance just to see, you know, a different terrain. You know, if you get tired of this desert life, like I said, head up north. Even going, you know, a further north, like an hour or two, you know, it changes considerably. I know we moved here, and that drive down through around the Payson area, but coming south into through Arizona into Phoenix, I mean, it was awesome. It did not feel like we were in Arizona at all. I mean, with the pines and the forest and the hills and the mountains, it was definitely a unique, it wasn't what I was expecting. So anytime my friends are moving here and they're going to be taking that drive and then the option of coming from the south to the north, I always say to come from the north, come down, and that part is worth it alone. Number 3 is the activities, and so many things to do and go explore. Whether you're into hiking, mountain biking, running, if you like, you know, museums, zoos, the aquarium. There's tons of stuff for kids. There's parks, you know, nightlife, restaurants, bars, whatever it is you are into, you can find it here. Now we've done more since we've lived here than I have some friends who were born and raised here. And I remember when we were here for like the first 2 months, and like, Rich, you and your family have done more in the short time you've been here than we've done our entire lives. And maybe that's true with people who, you know, you live in an area for so long, you just kind of forget about it. But that's also the kind of people we are. We want to go explore, we want to go see things, and we have not been bored yet. There's always something to do. I mean, the kids, they love going to, you know, with the aquarium where I passed, they love going to the Phoenix Zoo. There's a Crayola experience in Chandler. Another cool thing is there's so many parks within each, you know, city or town. And so we're in Gilbert, and I don't know how many parks there are in Gilbert, but it feels like we're always finding a new one. A lot of different big parks, I don't know if that makes sense, but there are a lot of parks, some are big. And usually they'll have a lake with them, sometimes a splash pad, but really cool. Our daughters love it, we love going there. And then a lot of the neighborhoods also have little parks. Now, I know I've hit on this before when I've talked specifically about Power Ranch, about how each little neighborhood within that community have their own park, but that's common with a lot of these master plan communities having parks. Now, if you're into more of the nightlife scene, Scottsdale has definitely got you covered, so does Phoenix. And you also have, you know, don't forget, you have the Suns, Coyotes, the Cardinals, the Diamondbacks, pro soccer. I don't know what their team name is, but my friends who like soccer like to go. But you're not gonna get bored. Every weekend I'm at the trail running, usually at Santan. So there's something, if you say you're bored here, well, you're just not looking hard enough, or maybe you're just, you like to complain and whine, and nothing will ever make you happy. But yeah, that's definitely a top reason why people love living here, are all the activities and exploring you get to do. Another reason that people love calling this area home, well, I don't know if they love it, but I know we love it. You know, again, moving to a new place, taking our family, like we knew people, but we didn't really have any super close friends. Our immediate family wasn't here, so we're really starting over. But so many people that we meet here are not from here. So you have that, you know, that common ground of, oh, where'd you move from? And that's almost what we ask everyone. And it's a rarity that we find someone that is born and raised here. I'd say about 70% at least of the people we have met are not from here. And it's funny, on my daughter's soccer team, I mean, there's only like 7 kids, but 3 of us are from Illinois. So it's really cool. It's really great for our daughters, especially our oldest, when, you know, coming to a new school, much bigger school, and, you know, worried about being a new kid and from somewhere else. But it's almost, you know, the minority if you're from here. So again, so many people coming from all over the country choosing to call Phoenix home, and that's what we love. We see different lifestyles, personalities, getting to know people, and, you know, but everyone have that common ground of 1, calling Phoenix home, and 2, being from somewhere else. So we love that aspect of it. And the 5th reason, well, that comes down to real estate. And no, not just because I'm a real estate agent, I'm talking about the different types of homes and communities you get to live in. So again, before we moved here, at least my perception of Arizona was just desert, boring, brown. But then when we actually were looking at moving here, and we came out here for a few times and checked out some different areas, I was blown away. So you have a lot of different communities, again, the master plan communities with the lakes and all the parks. There's way more green than I think a lot of people realize who are not from here, especially in the East Valley. Again, we're in Power Ranch, so there's 2 lakes there, a lot of green space. You have communities like Val Vista Lakes, where you have homes that remind you of the intercoastal waterways of Florida, and homes like lakefront home in Arizona. So I love that aspect. But if you want that true classic Southwest, kind of barren look, you have that. Now you don't have it as much in the East Valley. You definitely can get more of that in the West Valley. But don't think that the West Valley is just that, because it's not. Especially like in Estrella and Goodyear, then you can find, you can find green, but you can also find the cactus life. So really, if you're up for the green and lakes and you want that look, you got it. Or if you want the desert life, you got that. Also in Gilbert, you have communities like Agritopia and Morrison Ranch. So both of those kind of remind me of that Midwest feel. You really don't see like the cactus and Southwest style. Again, it feels like I'm back in Central Illinois when I'm, in those communities. I like those homes, but one of the reasons we're not looking to move into those neighborhoods is, we just left that. And nothing wrong with what we left, but, we like kind of the unique styles that we're not used to. And, but if you're from here and maybe you like that, or you want that to connect with your word as you're from, those might be communities that you get to check out. Another thing about the homes here, so yes, home prices are rising. They're going to continue to rise, especially with the supply and demand of homes here. So many people choosing to call Arizona home. Builders can't keep up. The supplies are limited. But property taxes are much lower than a lot of states, at least a lot of the states that are choosing, or the population is choosing to come here. For example, in Illinois, our home, we sold it for $305,000, which is pretty inexpensive for what it was, 4,700 square feet, but our property taxes were $8,000. Now, if you buy a house here for $300,000, your property taxes are like $1,500. If you want to pay $8,000 in property taxes, your home's going to be a few million dollars. So, take it for what it is, but I would much rather have my monthly payment go towards principal and an asset, especially here, it is an appreciating asset, than to the government. Now, I was a government employee at one time, and I thank the taxpayers for paying my salary, but nobody likes to pay taxes, especially property taxes, and I hated paying them in Illinois. So I'm blessed, I'm happy to be in Arizona where our property taxes are pretty low. So if you like this video, please subscribe, give it a thumbs up, hit that notification bell, and if you are looking to come to Phoenix, Arizona, make it your home, please reach out. My contact information is below. My name is Rich Brecklin. I'm not your average agent, but I would love to be your agent. I'll see you next time on Arizona Life.